Welcome to another edition of Dan Frequently Asked Questions. In this edition, we will be addressing the issue of Tourette Syndrome and diving. Keep watching. We got a question about an individual, whether it was posed by them or their parents, we're not quite sure, but having Tourette Syndrome and whether this would allow them to continue diving. Now, Tourette Syndrome is essentially a condition in which part of the brain fires and starts an action which may either be verbal or it can be a tic or a movement which could be of the face or it could be of any part of the body. Now, I actually know a number of divers who have Tourette Syndrome and are successful divers. The big thing is to know whether or not the Tourette Syndrome is actually going to be potentially harmful. If the tics are of such a nature that they will not interfere with the ability of a person to coordinate themselves in diving, then it's likely just to be something that's going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but not going to be something that is harmful to the individual. Just as a matter of interest, it appears that Tourette Syndrome is associated with the metabolism of dopamine, and therefore there are nowadays natural remedies for improving the metabolism and the normal production and release of dopamine that actually appear to be helpful for Tourette Syndrome. And I'd encourage you to actually find scientific articles, and doing that, sometimes it helps. I know we always jokingly talk about Dr. Google, but if you put PubMed in front of your question, like PubMed, Tourette Syndrome plus scuba diving, you are likely to get a scientific article that is going to give you better answers than if you just simply threw it open and got whatever Google gave you. Because unfortunately, about half of what you get from Google is nonsense, and the other half may be truthful, but it may not be complete. So find the right resource and make the best decision. And as I say, it depends how severe the Tourette Syndrome is and whether it will interfere with not only your ability to dive, but also consider the other divers. So learn about your condition to the point that you can explain that to other divers and that you have undergone a diving medical with which you have been cleared to dive. And until next time then, safe diving.